Hello friends, Wolverhampton Wanderers are set to sign Matheus Cunha from Atletico Madrid. He's a striker who's 23 years old and he has a lot to offer. But how much does he have to offer and what can he do? Well, join me as we head to the tactics board to talk all of that and to see how he may fit into this Wolverhampton Wanderers side. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well so that you never ever miss an upload. And let's talk about Matheus Cunha joining Wolverhampton Wanderers and see how he could improve them. Before we jump into the tactics board, I thought we might just have a look at some of his statistics. These are the stats that have come from his last and previous club, going against his fellow strikers in Europe's top 5 leagues. And there are a couple of things I really want to point out. The first one being is that he is in the 98th percentile for assists. This means that he is hardworking. It also means he's able to run for the team. And also he's going to be able to do the dirty work. He's going to be wanting to really get on the end of things to try and help the team out. Unselfish. You want a striker who's able to do a bit of everything, and that's what he is. If you look at all of these stats, in fact, I think all of these are pretty good. Shot creating actions 3.29 per 90, very good. 3.14 shots per 90. Again, this is for a player that does not have himself established in a side yet. He's only 23 years old, so that's going to be crucial, and I think he could really bed himself into this Wolves lineup. If we scroll down just a little bit, I just want to show you here, because we have some of the best defensive stats for a striker that I think we've seen in quite some time. When we look at it, he's in the 99th percentile for blocks, 96th for interceptions, and 97th for tackles, averaging 1.36 tackles per 90. For a striker, that's pretty amazing. And when you think about how defensively minded Wolves need to be at certain times when they're playing against some of the bigger clubs in the league, I think that's going to be extremely valuable. He's going to be putting himself about, he's going to be make sure he's working for the side, and he's also going to really help himself and help his side defensively, especially when they desperately need it. But what we want to really talk about is the way he's going to score goals and the way he's going to help out Wolves going forwards. Let's do that right now. When we have a look at it, I've got this here. We have Wolves set up, we've got a general back four set up just to show you how I think Wolves could really utilise him. Now, first of all, he's not the fastest of players, so that's one thing we need to get out in the open. He's going to be able to make some runs into the channels, yes, and he's always going to chase lost causes. That's one of his things, that's fine. But one thing that is extremely important about him is he's a very good poacher, and that's something that I think Wolves have seriously lacked. Give him a half chance and he will take it. So, how will they work out? How will they go forwards? Well, Cunha will be making darting runs, as I've said, into and in between the centre-backs. This will allow movement for the likes of Moutinho or Matheus Cunha to move inside. It also will allow him to really drift over and pull defenders apart. You can already imagine how the game could be stretched, how it could be moved, with a striker that is dangerous, that the opposition feel threatened by. Another thing that could happen is that Podence could cut on the inside, Semedo could go forward, so let's do that right now. Let's move Semedo forward, let's have Podence cut inside, and all of a sudden you've got a change of dynamic, you've got a change of opposition, you've got Matheus being able to receive the ball in the regression of the play, and then you've also got Podence on the edge of the box in case he ever wants to take a pot shot. But where is Cunha in all this? Well, he's going to be on the last line of the defence. If the defence haven't dropped into the penalty area yet, it's down to Semedo to try and find that cross into the box. Cunha will get on the end of it because that's just how he works. He's a player that Wolves have desperately needed. Guedes again could cut inside, and Nori could do exactly the same thing from the other side. If we reset this just for a moment, let's have a look at how else he could benefit this Wolves lineup. Right, when we have this going forwards, let's imagine the back four have dropped into the box and we have Cunha arriving in the box. He's also quite tall, which is very good. Crosses are now allowed and are now able to be utilised by this Wolverhampton Wanderers squad. Crossing into the box is now going to be a new thing. This will allow the likes of Matheus Nunes and Moutinho to really get on those half chances once the ball gets cleared out. It's all about maintaining possession. I think that Lopetegui is really going to want to make sure that his Wolves side recycles possession. It's all going to be about maintaining control of the football, because obviously then you can change your own destiny. Guedes is going to be a pivotal key in this on this left hand side, as is Podence on this right. Nori again making those overlaps, but Cunha is really going to be on the last edge of defence. Another possible thing, if we move these players out, is if they are on the edge of the box, Cunha is very good at making these runs in between the channels, and also when this happens, it might offer up different passing lanes. For example, Matheus Cunha could do this, and Cunha could do this, shuffling the entirety of the back four over just a touch, allowing a little bit more space for the likes of Goncalo Guedes to go forwards and intercept the play on the edge of the box. It's all about moving the defenders and all about making himself open. Cunha is going to do a very, very good job of making sure that he is available for this Wolves side. And again, don't forget, once he gets a chance, he will take it. He's very, very good. Again, I'm going to remind you, 23 years of age is a very good age to be purchasing a footballer. Yes, it's on loan with an obligation to buy, but it's all about settling him into the team so that he's able to grow and go forwards. A very good acquisition, in my opinion. One final thing I'm going to show you is that Wolves have not been able to capitalise on the chances they create, just the half chances they find themselves in. And I think that Cunha is going to do a very good job of this, because he's always going to be on the last line of this defence. I think that he's going to be able to get a lot of rebound goals. I think Matheus and Moutinho and specifically Neves all like to shoot, and this is all a very good thing, because normally if they would get it on target, it would either be the goalkeeper parried it into the defenders and nobody would be there. However, now if Matheus shoots, now if Neves shoots, Cunha will be there in and around this area. This will be his hotspot, his main point of call to make sure that he's in and around the 6-yard box to allow himself to get into any tap-in. This is where Cunha will live, and this is exactly where Wolves want him to live. They've struggled to convert their chances. They've struggled to really get any kind of striker into a good position. Cunha could be that change. Cunha could be the change that really makes Wolves that little bit better, that little bit more potent, and drive them up the league. It's going to be very exciting. Matheus Cunha will be at Wolves very, very soon, and it's going to be very entertaining, in my opinion. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on what you think Matheus Cunha could offer Wolverhampton Wanderers and how well you think they could do with him in the side. Let me know your thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts on Twitter as well. You can find me at Zekko64. That's generally where I post when my videos go live, but of course you can always know that if you hit that notification bell so that you never ever miss an upload. Like I said, that's it from me for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.